There's so many stories. Everybody in our group could tell you a story. When I first got diagnosed, I was a stage 1, and there was a period of 3 weeks where everything was bad news. And the more tests they did, the worse it got, and I became a stage 3. I was diagnosed 2 weeks before Christmas, and in January, my husband was changed to a new job within the company, and he had to be gone Monday through Friday. So he was gone the first 19 of the first 20 weeks of the year. And we were meeting regularly, and they offered to go to my chemo treatments with me, and they set up meal ministry. They were kind of our second family because we have no family here. The focus on my mind was, oh my gosh, I have 2 boys that are going to graduate. How am I going to do a party? How am I going to celebrate? Because we're supposed to keep our lives as normal as possible. And I'm still going through chemo while this is all going on. And I remember thinking and sharing that at a small group meeting. And we were asking for prayers, and I said, I don't know what I'm going to do. Scott's out of town, and I don't want this major event in their life to go unnoticed and uncelebrated, but I really don't have it in me. And they had already talked about it. We're going to cater it, and we're going to decorate, and we're going to serve, and we're going to clean up, and we'll do everything. You're just going to show up. You're going to enjoy your family and friends and celebrate. And they pulled it off. And I will always be grateful for that. And the other thing, small group, is the life group, they share in those hurrahs. That day he wasn't my regular doctor, and he came in and he said, here's your scan from December. Here's your scan from today. And I said, okay, you're going to have to help me because I don't see anything. And he goes, that is my point. It is completely gone. Your tumor is completely gone. And let me tell you, after I told my family, my kids, and my husband, my parents, the next set of people I told was my life group. Ours was God inspired. It was not a group of friends that said, hey, let's have a small group. It was people that were put together because of our geographical location, but we went with it. And over the course of all these years, it has become very apparent to us that it was his plan, not ours.
The life group is living, and life group connects one another so that they can in turn connect with the outside world, and we gain support from each other and give support to each other. And I think that's the vitality of a life group, the importance in a church to participate.
So I think the significance of life groups is just that it gives you an opportunity to really think about those discipleship practices that you should be engaging in. And it gives you an opportunity to have other people hold you accountable to that, to ask you, how are you doing with your prayer life, with your with reading scripture?
Conversations can't happen in worship, but they can in my living room. Because things happen in circles that can't happen in rows.
I wanted to be a life group leader for those men who are maybe single, divorced, or whatever, and didn't want to join a couple's life group because they felt maybe a little awkward. And I thought that maybe by joining a group of single men, that might encourage them to join a life group.
A huge part of it has to do with service work, and our group has chosen to do work with the Sparrow's Nest, a home for teen pregnancy, and we're getting involved with that home, and service is a big part of being a Christian. It develops our Christian walk, and hopefully we can impact some of those other people at Sparrow's Nest.
They're important because it gives you an opportunity to connect with other believers, to walk alongside each other, to encourage each other, and build each other up, like not only during difficult times, but during the good times too. There just wasn't a small group for people that are like post high school through like their mid-30s, and I just felt like I'd take the initiative and just start a group.
I took the step to learn about life groups. In particular, I've led other Bible studies and things, but life groups are a little different. Having someone that you are accountable to for your spiritual journey, I just think it's a good way to start.
We were looking for a place not only to serve, but also where we could study scripture and develop meaningful relationships with other believers. John 13:34-35 says, "A new command I give to you, love one another. As I have loved you, you must love one another. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples if you love one another."
You know, we've got our family, and we've got our friends, and we've got our neighborhood, but our life group just adds another level. We felt love. We were very much loved.